Welcome back to part 2 of the Ford Mustang rebuild. In today's video, my goal is to get all the airbags out, and I can probably go ahead and disassemble the front end and see if there's any hidden damage that I didn't see. And also guys, the guy that programs my keys, he was here just earlier today, and he programmed the key and this thing starts, but I do not want to start it again just yet. Alrighty guys, back to the Mustang, and first thing I'm going to do is probably take the seat out, and I can go ahead and send it to get stitched up. Airbag should be on the way, and then I'm going to move on to all the rest of the airbags. I might not take the dash airbag out today just to save some time, because I do want to disassemble the front end. But without wasting any time, let's go ahead and start taking this seat out and moving on to the knee airbag, driver airbag, and then roof. Alrighty guys, so I actually went ahead and took the passenger seat out as well. I had to vacuum it because this thing was filthy. I really had to clean it up before I get in there and start working. So now that it's finally semi-clean, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna start taking off the headliner, and then we're gonna take off the passenger roof airbag, then wheel, and then knee. Also guys, while I was taking the sun visor off, I did get hurt right here, so please just ignore that. And now let's continue working on the headliner. Alrighty guys, the headliner is out. It's very easy to get it out. Now let's go ahead and get this airbag out so it's out of the way. The driver's airbag is out. These plugs are perfect. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take the seat belts out, because there's a way to tell if these seat belts are bad or not. And as you can see, this is like a this is crumpled up right here. That means the pretensioner is blown. And here is the driver's side, it's blown as well. So I'm gonna take those off. and then I'm going to move on to the knee airbag. Alrighty guys, the knee airbag is out, and the next thing we're gonna have to do is disassemble the dashboard and change it out, because that airbag is part of the dashboard. So I will do that probably last thing. I don't feel like doing it right now because it's a lot of work. I'd rather start on the front end, start disassembling it, and see if there's any other damage other than what we can see. Alright guys, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start off with taking off the bumper and the under shield. That way I have more room here and I see what's bent underneath, or if there is anything bent there, but I'm assuming there isn't. But let's go ahead and take off the bumper, and then we'll move on to the radiator support and remove all these plastics out of there, and then we'll see if there's any hidden damage. Alrighty guys, everything is finally taken apart, and now we can go ahead and dive in and see if there's any further damage that we didn't see right away. That looks fine. I have to be honest guys, this damage is just shocking to me. It's hit very hard, but it's hit on top. So the only thing that bent was these brackets right here, and obviously these are replaceable, just like I replaced them on the other Mustang. And here's the other side. Like I said, it's barely bent. I'm gonna go ahead and lay underneath the car and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like under there. Alright, so here is part of the subframe. Everything looks just absolutely perfect. There is no damage at all. And one interesting fact is, I don't know what's all this, but it's pretty much covered with all this, I'm assuming it's dirt. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's all like, I guess I'll have to wash it off or something. But I'm assuming when he hit the deer, he lost control and he ran into a ditch or something, but I guess it's no big deal. I can wash it off. So as you guys see on the bottom, there's no damages. But moving on to the top guys, I noticed this earlier here. Look at this valve cover. This thing is destroyed right here. I already ordered a new one. Hopefully there's no pieces inside, because I did start the car and I actually didn't notice it before I started it, but I doubt anything is in there. So it looks like it might be a little bit challenging to replace it. There's a bunch of bolts that go down and then all the way back there, but if I'm not mistaken, this piece removes. So maybe it'll be easy, maybe not. I guess we'll find out once we start working on that. So my goal before I start assembling anything in the front, I will have to replace this first. And I already have all the parts for this car. A buddy of mine has one for parts here, and he has the whole front end. I just bought everything from him except the driver's side fender. I don't have it. I have to order it from the dealer, but it's already on order. But other than that, I mean, I think this is a pretty good buy. I'm shocked there's no frame damage. Literally, the frame rails are perfect condition. There's no buckles whatsoever. I've been getting lucky on these Mustangs lately. And another thing is, with these Mustangs, when it's hit on top, there's so much room for it to go all the way back to the motor. It's like almost impossible for the motor to be damaged. And also, if any one of you guys are planning to get one of these Mustangs, there's one thing that you guys should be looking out for. If it's hit in the front, the fenders might look good, just like this one. It looks absolutely mint condition, except right here, that's where the hood shifted back and it got damaged right there. And this is not really fixable. On all my 3 Mustangs, I had exactly the same thing. The first one, I actually didn't know that this would be the issue, and I was assuming the fenders are good, but they weren't. But on these 2 Mustangs, I've kind of already expected it to be like that. So like I was saying, I already got all the parts for it. I got the black hood. All these parts are going to be black. That's okay, obviously he's going to be repainted. Black hood, black fender, 2 headlights, they're in mint condition. Black bumper complete. I have some parts off this bumper that are good. I'm not going to bother taking them off right now since I have a complete bumper, but I will save this bumper just for the future. And in the first video guys, I did say that the roof was damaged. I went ahead and popped it out as much as possible, and there is still a couple high and low spots. I'm going to call my painter to come out here and to look at it and see if he can straighten most of it out and put Bondo on it, and see if he can get it back to OEM. If not, I will have to replace this roof. I really am trying to avoid that, but if I have to, then I will. And obviously the windshield is busted. I got that as well. So pretty much I got all the parts. So I think in the next video we're gonna go ahead and start replacing this valve cover right here. Like I said, I do already have it. It is right there in that box. They delivered it today. I don't want to replace it just yet, so it'll be in the third video, and maybe in the third video I can go ahead and start replacing these brackets and maybe assembling some of the front end. Alrighty guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Man, I accomplished a lot today. I took basically the whole interior apart, both of the seat belts, the driver's airbag, roof airbag, knee airbag. I did a lot of stuff on the interior, and then obviously on the exterior I took the whole front end apart, and I did found that little damage. I found it like yesterday, but I did want to show it to you guys on video, so I will be replacing that in the next video. So that is it guys. With all that being said, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, like my videos, share them with your friends, and turn on your post notifications. That way you don't miss up on any upcoming videos. Also follow me on Instagram at Rebuild with Nick. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.